New Day Northwest. Now, here's Margaret Larson.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to New Day. First up today, a brand new cookbook all about the popular keto lifestyle. Craveable Keto features dozens of recipes for the low-carb, high, good-fat roadmap to weight loss and wellness. Here to explain is author Kyndra Holley. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you.
I hear lots of people talking about this. What does keto mean, and how does it apply to lifestyle and what we eat?
The simplest way to kind of break it down is a low-carb, high-fat, moderate protein approach to the way you eat. And a lot of people start doing it for weight loss benefits, but there's so many other benefits that go along with eating that way. Mental clarity, just overall better energy, better sleep,
right?
And then there's a lot of health issues that it helps with as well.
So roughly, those are our macronutrients, right?
Yes.
So roughly we're talking about how much fat in your diet, good fat,
So
percentage-wise.
There's a lot of different avenues that people take, but I think the most common number that you'll see is 75% fat, 20% protein, 5% carbs.
Wow, that is really low carb.
It is.
Okay, so and at that state, you're kind of in a fat burning mode all the time, right?
Yeah, the goal is to get your body fat adapted so you're burning off fat stores.
Got
Yeah,
it.
and it happens pretty fast.
So tell us about Craveable Keto. The book is beautiful.
Thank you so much. So, Craveable Keto, it's 145 recipes, obviously all low carb, keto, gluten-free. And I wanted to make it super approachable and accessible. So there's no strange ingredients. It's all stuff you could find at your local grocery store, even if you lived in a really small town. And then just really family-friendly, easy to prepare, you know, get you back out doing what you love and not spending hours in the kitchen.
I will just say I'm doing not that severe of a cut down on carbs, but following it on my MyFitnessPal, an app that
That's
does
a great
that
app
for you. And I just want to throw that out there for anybody who's trying it, because otherwise I don't know how you would keep up with what you're eating if you don't have a way to check it out and keep a food diary. So what are we making today?
So today we're making Philly cheesesteak casserole.
Oh my gosh, that sounds pretty good.
And it's super easy. So one of the things when I first started my blog and writing cookbooks was I said I'm going to take all the things that I love to eat and I'm just going to recreate them. I'm going to stretch the template. So we're doing it as a casserole, and it tastes so good you don't even need the bread that you would have with the sandwich.
Because you've got all the goodies in there. How do we get started?
All right, so we're just going to start with a little bit of butter here. And some garlic, because you can never have too much garlic.
Anything that starts with butter and garlic is good for me. That sounds great.
I like you already.
I just know that's going to be excellent.
And
some
then onions. Yeah.
Ooh, that smells good.
And some beautiful, colorful bell peppers. I like to keep everything I make really colorful because I'm a firm believer that you eat with your eyes first.
Well, and that's lots of vegetables you've got in
Yeah,
there.
oh yeah. So we're just going to cook those down a bit. Turn it up.
Can you guys smell that garlic? I think I've actually gone into some sort of stupor. I'm just looking at this the way my dog looks at treats. Yes, go ahead, cook so I can eat you. So what else are we going to put in this?
So we're going to put the mushrooms in, just in the name of time's sake. I'll just add them now.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
We're on TV.
It's
We can do it. Do you like button mushrooms, or would any mushrooms do if you like some other things?
So my go-to is cremini. They're affordable. They're mild. You could absolutely use any mushroom that you prefer. Yeah.
I think mushrooms are kind of one of those things we underuse at home.
I agree.
But we really, really like them in a restaurant, so why not?
Yeah.
Okay, now do you season this at all?
So it's a little bit of salted butter and then the garlic, but all the flavors kind of come together that you really don't have to put too much salt and pepper. I kind of leave it at the end to taste where you can, but you don't really need it in this dish.
If you don't want it. Gosh, I'm sorry, I keep saying it smells good, but it does, it really does. Okay, I'll hand you back the spatula.
Thank you. And then, so for this, I use just deli-style pre-cooked roast beef. But there's
simple.
Simple, so simple. But there's really no rules. You could use ground beef. You could use your favorite cut of steak.
Just some protein.
Protein, yeah. You could even do it with chicken. It's fantastic with chicken as well.
All right, so while that's cooking, let's talk through a little bit about what we have over here. We have a finished dish here.
Yeah.
But I see something that looks a lot like cookie dough, so I'm extremely interested in what's going on.
That's
right
the real star
here.
of the show. Yeah. Those are chocolate chip cookie dough bites, obviously low carb, gluten free. No egg, so there's no worry about eating raw egg. I know that's a concern for some people.
Right. Is there sugar in it?
It's sugar free.
Sugar free.
Sugar
How about
free.
that? All right, so over here, this looks delicious, a deviled egg.
Yeah, these are a pesto deviled egg, and it's a walnut pesto that's from the book as well.
Oh my gosh.
And then topped with just some fresh microgreens.
That looks really good. What is this?
This is what I eat for lunch every single day. It's dill chicken salad. So it's I pan-sear some chicken and butter, and then it's mayonnaise, fresh dill, celery, onion, garlic, a lot of love.
Watch this happening. That looks really good. That's delish.
Thank you.
I'm coming to your house for lunch.
Anytime.
All right.
The more the merrier.
Sorry. And this?
This is a warm taco slaw. So instead of doing like a taco salad or even just, regular tacos, soft tacos, I did it with a coleslaw. So it's got some green chilies, tomatoes, coleslaw mix, some taco seasoning that's also in the book, thrown together for...
I mean, it's really important if you're going to do something like this to know how to cook. You can't go through your whole life with a baked chicken breast and some broccoli.
No, you'll burn out really fast.
That gets old in a hurry. So having something that not only tastes good, but mimics a bit of what we have been eating, so we don't feel like, oh my gosh, I just changed everything. No, you just kind of deconstructed it a bit.
Absolutely, and I'm going to add the roast beef in now. That's kind of how I got started. So one of the very first recipes I ever made was low-carb pizza, because I said, I'm not going to give up pizza, I'm just going to make pizza work for me. And
how
now,
did you make it low-carb?
So there's a few different ways. I did pizza stuffed peppers. I did a crust that was made entirely of cheese, and you'd never know it.
Wow.
Yeah, I did pizza eggs. I will put pizza toppings on everything.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's a little bit mysterious for people if they haven't done this before. When you're cutting out carbs, let's say, oops, an escaped set of onions.
Run away.
Get back in there, you guys. What are the things that we're not doing?
So no grains, no gluten. We're really skipping the breads, the pastas, the things that people really want to eat a lot of.
It's delicious, but...
But yeah, I mean, once you get used to it and then you just really start enjoying the flavors of foods more than like the bread, because the bread is just kind of a vessel. So find a new vessel and all the flavors are still there.
And it looked to me like, looking through the cookbook, that the flavors, the spicing, all of that was there. So, as long as it's delicious, I agree with you. I don't miss those things unless I go too bland or I'm trying to restrict what I'm eating too much, which, believe me, only lasted like about 2 hours. I like to eat, so it's got to be healthy and delicious, or it's just not going to happen. How have you found people responding to this? Why do you think this particular style of eating is gaining such popularity?
I think it speaks for itself, even though it's a little hard in the beginning for some people. But the health benefits, the weight loss for people that are trying to lose weight, I mean, the results you get immediately start to speak for themselves. And then once you realize, hey, it's not nearly as limiting as I thought it was, then it becomes like, I can do this long term. Like, this is not something that is just a fad that's going to come in and out. It's a lifestyle.
I could actually do it.
Yeah.
What caused you to get interested in it?
Needing to lose weight. Yeah, and and then it came off pretty effortlessly in the beginning. And I'm like, wow, there's really something to this. And so that's kind of what started it all for me. And then kind of my blog was born through that, and my books, just for me trying to get healthier personally.
I think that's awesome. Let's take a look at the finished dish over there.
Yes.
Nobody is not going to like, if you pardon my double negative, that dish right there. That looks delicious.
Yeah. So the only thing making
crunch.
Oops,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was going to say the only thing that we would need to do left on this is top it with some delicious cheese,
right,
and then get that cheese all melty, just like it would be on a Philly cheesesteak sandwich.
And cheese is allowed, butter is allowed.
Yes,
there are lots of
bacon,
things.
lots of
cream
bacon
is allowed.
Yes.
All of those things. Thank you so much.
Thank
this
you.
is an awesome thing. Kendra's recipe is on New Day's website for you to check out. Believe you me, I'm gonna. And a bonus for today's studio audience, everybody gets a copy of this cookbook. Craveable Keto. And I've told the staff, please don't give me any more cookbooks, because my whole kitchen is covered with cookbooks, but I'm taking that one.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. Author Daniel Pink shows us how the science of timing can improve our lives. We'll find out after this.
This New Day cooking segment brought to you by Ferguson Bath Kitchen and Lighting Gallery, powered by Electrolux.